question I've got a lot since I started this channel is to go over the Truth Seeking Orbs, and ever since I started doing Naruto To Go videos, it's been one of the topics I've gotten requested repeatedly. After giving it some thought, I decided to go ahead and make a video explaining the Truth Seeking Orbs, but instead of breaking down just what they are, I want to blow up a huge misconception that a lot of fans have, which is the fact that the Truth Seeking Orbs are the definitive sign that someone's using the six-path senjutsu, in particular somebody like Naruto. Now, people think just because Naruto doesn't have the Truth Seeking Orbs as an adult, he no longer has that power, which is false, which I'll break down at the end of this video very briefly, and I'm working on another video explaining to you why Naruto as an adult still has access to that Sage's Six Paths power. Now, getting right back to it, so what exactly are the Truth Seeking Orbs? Well, in today's edition of Naruto To Go, we're going to take a look at everything you need to know about them. So diving right in, the Truth Seeking Orbs are acquired a few different ways. So the very first way is to become a Jinchuriki of the Ten Tails, which is how both Madara Uchiha and Obito Uchiha gain access to them. Now, another way is to be an Otsutsuki who acquires the Tenseigan and enters into the Tenseigan chakra mode, which is what Toneri did with this battle against Naruto on the moon during the events of Naruto the Last. Toneri actually used one of those Truth Seeking Orbs in a lot of his attacks when he was fighting Naruto. Now, the next way to gain these orbs is to be directly given the power of the six-path senjutsu by Hagoromo himself, which is how Naruto acquired this power in Naruto chapter 674 when the spirit of Hagoromo Otsutsuki appeared in front of him after Naruto was on the verge of death. Now, Hagoromo's son Ashura was also given access to these orbs in the exact same way, minus the whole thing about being on the verge of death, as we saw in Naruto Shippuden episode 468, just before the battle of Ashura and Indra. So the final way to gain access to these orbs is to simply be Hagoromo or his brother Hamura, since both of these people were born with the ability to use these orbs. Now, the Truth Seeking Orbs themselves have all 5 chakra natures inside of them, and if the extremely rare user of Yin Yang release adds that Yin Yang release to the Truth Seeking Orbs, then all ninjutsu will be nullified by these orbs directly upon impact, with the only real way of being able to combat these orbs is by having an extremely high level of Sage Chakra when you do so. So another drawback to these orbs is that while they are stupidly overpowered, once they are destroyed, they cannot be replaced. Now, the user is also limited to the number of orbs that they're given by Hagoromo or through the means of acquisition that they got in order to get these orbs. So whether it be them becoming the Jinchuriki or the Jubi or the Tenseigan chakra mode or Hagoromo directly giving them this power. Now, it's for this reason that when Naruto uses shadow clones, you don't actually see the clones with Truth Seeking Orbs behind one another, because these orbs are not something that Naruto can just create extra versions of. Part of the reason why you don't see Naruto use these Truth Seeking Orbs anymore after the war arc is simply because Naruto, throughout all of his battles after gaining the Six Paths chakra, he slowly lost them through the battles that followed behind. He lost some in the battle with Madara, where he started out with several Truth Seeking Orbs, and by the time he fought Sasuke in the final valley, Naruto was already down to only having 3 Truth Seeking Orbs, which he inevitably sacrificed when he fought against Sasuke. All signs in the manga point to the fact that once an orb is destroyed, they cannot be replaced. Hence, each time an orb was destroyed, the total number that Naruto had began to dwindle down until he no longer had any of these orbs left. Now, the orbs themselves can be used in a manner of different ways, ranging from being used as a way to turn into a chakra rod to launching them as projectiles, and in the case of Obito, as shown in Naruto chapter 643, they can also be used to heal injuries. Now, another drawback to these orbs is that they do have a range limit on how far they can be shot off as projectiles, with 70 meters being the absolute longest range that they're able to travel, which for those of you guys who like number crunching and like to do all these equations and all this other stuff, basically that's going to be roughly 3/4 of a football field, or just over 75 yards. Now, another thing is that users of these orbs can also use the change in chakra form when they use these orbs as well, though due to the high level of chakra that's being condensed into these orbs, the level of skill and understanding of chakra that this takes should not be downplayed, which is part of the reason why everybody who uses these truth seeking orbs have absolute understanding of all things chakra. Now, this also allows for more than weapons to be used, but it also allows for shields that can guard from any ninjutsu based attack, which again really leaves only senjutsu as the best way to break out of it, unless you have freakishly powerful taijutsu that's able to break through the shield. Now with Naruto, he's also been shown using these truth seeking orbs as staffs, like he did when he first upgraded his 6 pass mode from his base after briefly fighting Madara in the Sage's 6 pass mode, like when he threw that lava star with Sen Shuriken, and then when Sasuke arrived, Naruto stacked his QB chakra mode on top of it for more power. When this scene happened, Naruto had a kunai in his mouth, but he also had 2 staffs that were created by the truth seeking orbs, and they were in both of his hands. Now Naruto's also used these orbs to form chakra arms that are able to grab onto people. He's also used them as a way to transport Sasuke and other members of Team 7 through Kaguya's lava dimension. It's for that reason I think Masashi Kishimoto really made the right decision to limit the number of users who can use the truth seeking orbs and slowly have Naruto lose access to the truth seeking orbs by having Naruto in various ways sacrifice them in each of his 3 fights against Madara, Kaguya, and Sasuke, because the power of those orbs that can nullify ninjutsu in the hands of somebody like Naruto, who at the end of the war still maintained a small portion of all the Biju chakra on top of having both halves of the QB, giving Naruto truth seeking orbs like that will make Naruto absolutely untouchable. However, that's gonna be it for my video today, guys. Let me know which character who uses the truth seeking orbs is absolutely your favorite and why. And as always, guys, if you like anything I had to say, don't forget to comment, rate, subscribe, and share. Thank you so much for watching all the way to the end. Have an awesome day, guys.